Skeletons from the past came to haunt President William Ruto's cabinet nominees as the vetting exercise got underway. The nominees were hard-pressed to defend their track records, integrity, and explain why they were the best for the cabinet positions. And as Sam Ogina now reports, Garissa Township Member of Parliament Aden Duale had to fend off allegations of not making public the list of Shabaab financiers, while for Prime Cabinet Secretary nominee Musalia Mudavadi, ghosts of Anglo Leasing, Goldenberg, and the cemetery land scandals had him break a sweat.
First on the chopping board was the former ANC party leader Musalia Mudavadi, who relinquished his leadership of the party. Mudavadi's position of Prime Cabinet Secretary, the first flashpoint.
In the coalition agreement that you entered into within the Kenya Kwanza alliance, you did appreciate the fact that the position to which you have been nominated did not exist.
After the office of the president and the deputy president, this would be the third most powerful position. The constitution gives the third most powerful position in the country to the Speaker of the National Assembly.
The president, constitutionally and in accordance with the Coalition Act, has the powers to set up his government and assign functions.
Mudavadi's long service in government through the Moi and Kibaki administrations granted the committee fodder, questioning him on the Anglo Leasing, Goldenberg, and the cemetery land scandals that punctuated Mudavadi's chain in public service.
The issue of the Goldenberg issue, and this other issue of the cemetery land.
My conscience is clear. This was a menace to this country. It was a program of export compensation, which was a policy position of the government of the day to try and spur exports in this country. And then it was abused. And in the process of it being abused, it caused havoc.
Defense Cabinet Secretary nominee Aden Duale's statement on Shabaab finances would come back to haunt him.
You are reported to have undertaken to name all those who are responsible for the financing of the Shabaab terrorists. Indeed, you gave yourself 30 days.
We urged our communities, because the communities' roles are very important in the war against terror, that the communities must come out and must help government in identifying who are the financiers.
Duale's stance on the country's territorial integrity came into sharp focus at a time the country is faced with provocations from our neighbors.
It's not just a tweet to look at from defense perspective. It is a threat to the Kenyan sovereignty.
KDF believes in diplomacy, and our country believes in diplomacy. And our country does not react to tweets.
It's an issue where it takes the 50 million Kenyans' lives into a scare.
The Kenyan people on Twitter dealt with the general before even Foreign Affairs and KDF were to come in.
The Garissa town MP faulted the use of military in civilian activities by the previous regime, indicating military use had to be sanctioned by the National Assembly.
The military has been involved in KMC. Military has been in Nairobi City County under NMS and various other civilian duties.
You cannot just wake up one morning and remove a general from the barrack and bring him. Mr. Speaker, if that is not checked, then you'll find a general who will become the clerk of the National Assembly.
Attorney General nominee Justin Muturi decried negligence and neglect of advice from State Law Office for the government's streak of losses in lawsuits. Former President Uhuru Kenyatta suffered a huge blow at the altar of the judiciary.
It is not a right of government to always win cases, but government will win or lose cases depending on how much legal advice the particular entity within which the dispute is located.
Muturi called for the enhanced budgetary allocation for the State Law Office, claiming it was poorly funded to execute its mandate effectively.
If you want to look at where they conduct marriages, is like a small cubicle that nobody would even want to sit there for more than 20 minutes. You feel that you might find the cockroaches around. It's very pathetic.
Others who appeared before the 21-member committee on appointments include Foreign Affairs Cabinet nominee Alfred Mutua and Water Cabinet Secretary nominee Alice Wahome. The vetting continues on Tuesday. Sam Ogina, Citizen TV, Nairobi.